Hi everyone. The reason I create these podcasts is to spread awareness among women and children that it's never too late or too early to start taking your health seriously. So, hi Dr. Devika, thank you so much for joining us today. Childhood obesity has become a serious issue among all kids these days. I'm seeing everyone and they've put on a lot of weight. So, what is the right age to start working out for kids?
According to me, there is no right age. It's the individual.
Okay.
It's the individual kid. He's facing problems with weight or being obese.
Okay.
He should be always introduced to a good expert.
Okay.
And under guidance, he should start his training.
Okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about your own personal experience because you have a 13-year-old kid.
First of all, he was a very good active kid.
Okay.
He's a brown belt in karate.
Oh, wow.
And he had recently joined football.
Okay.
But with all these activities, he was still putting on weight, and he was not happy with the kind he was. His personality was developing.
Okay.
He's very talented and intelligent boy, but activity.
So, why did this weight gain start? Like, when did it start?
Post-COVID.
Post-COVID.
And every kid that time he was forced to sit in front of the laptop, have YouTube, then gaming, then having eating habits changed.
Correct.
Inclination towards having sweet.
These days, even a lot of studying is on the laptop only, right?
Yeah, that time only everybody started having laptop training.
Okay, yes,
even
correct.
the school started on laptop.
Correct.
So that time they started getting access to gadgets.
Okay. And the lifestyle became less active, more sedentary. Right?
Yes.
And that's when he started putting on weight.
Yes.
Okay. So, when did you make the decision of, deciding that he has to start going to the gym and just playing a sport is not enough because most parents, think that.
Yeah. Because see, he had an injury.
Okay.
And most of them, the parents just think, no, sports hai, then why we should go with all this?
Yeah, exactly.
But sports you should always think about first getting yourself trained.
Okay.
Because your muscles are not that
strong.
And the bones are the ones that are being held by the muscles. So if the muscles are weak, you are bound to get the injury.
So what caused his injury?
And he got an injury and he had a fall on his wrist.
Okay.
And he had a bad broken wrist.
That's during football or
yeah,
what
during football.
During football.
During football.
All right. So is that when you realize that
yes,
he needs to first
get a strengthening of his muscles and reduce his weight, because if his weight was in terms like he would have been a lean boy, he haven't got a broken wrist.
Okay, so the excess weight also
contributes to the fracture.
All right. So Dr. Devika, like you mentioned, most kids should be prepared before they take up a sport. Strengthen yourself enough so that you don't injure yourself while playing the sport.
Yes.
But most parents think that kids should not lift weights.
Yes.
So please shed some light on that and tell us how you made the change.
See, weightlifting is nothing to do with exercising. See, exercise can be the body weight lifting.
Correct, yeah.
Then it can be cardio. It is
some light weights as well.
Yeah, light weights, they will help the muscle grow basically. And it is the most important part. We think that bone is not growing, but bone will grow with the help of the muscle only. So if it is not strengthening, then the bone will also not be that strong.
So even your bones also need to be strong.
Yes.
And for that you need to do some kind of weight training. Not just, lifting weights at the gym, even body weight training.
Body weight training, yes.
So how did you make that switch where, most parents, they think that, oh no, kids should not be lifting weights up until a certain age.
Yeah.
Did you do your own research or what was it?
Yeah, it was a research.
Okay.
And that was something that hormones also play a lot of things. In teenage, generally the hormones, they make overweight guy can gain more weight due to the hormones.
Okay.
And if you don't train at that time, you can become obese.
Oh.
And once you have that BMI over 26, 27,
correct,
then it is very hard to get that back, the health back.
Exactly. So, do you also feel like a lot of parents are unaware of the fact that what will obesity do to their kids?
Yes, obesity will always have the adulthood problems, lifestyle issues
correct,
they may have, confidence, psychological effects on the kids. The
have you personally
confidence-
experienced
Yes,
this? Like, what have you
yes.
seen? Can you tell
My
us a little
child
bit?
was very active child and the social
Oh.
activities.
All right.
And I found that he is being bullied at the football ground, and he was suddenly he told me, I don't want to go.
Oh, and
So
was that because
I-
of his weight gain?
Yeah, definitely. Because your mind says you can run fast,
Correct.
but your body is not coordinated with the mind.
Yeah.
So you are running with your mind, but your body is not going to run that fast because
Correct.
you are not that lightweight.
Exactly.
And football is such a game. Then that is a problem that we want our kids to play,
Yeah.
but what that will have the effect on their mind.
Correct.
But for that they are prepared or not. So prepare first for the exposure.
So what you're saying is kids these days are very aware of how they
Aware.
look.
Yes.
And social media and society itself is creating a lot of impact on them.
Yes, because nowadays they see everything is on Insta, on
Correct.
FB.
Yeah.
So if somebody is putting your photo and they are saying any comment is there, then they get offended because of that. And your personality is also what you look.
Correct.
It is a part of your
And this is
personality.
especially in cases where the kid is overweight.
Yeah.
A lean
And
kid might not
adolescent-
face the same issues.
Adolescent age is like that.
Correct.
You will always concentrate on how you look.
And social media has made it such that if you're not, thin, then something is wrong with you.
But you have to convey that message to your child that you should be healthy as well.
Correct.
Being obese is not being healthy.
So it's more
And
important
being
to
thin
be.
is also not being healthy.
Yes, you're right. So it's more important to be healthy.
Yes.
But at that age, they probably connect being thin,
Being thin.
and being healthy.
Yes.
So they won't understand the concept that, oh, I can be a little overweight but still be
Yes,
fit.
yes.
So very important to stay in shape at that age.
Yes.
Alright. So although childhood obesity has become very common, parents are still, not that concerned about that. The most important thing for them is if they start lifting weights at a younger age, their child is not going to grow tall. So what do you have to say about that?
This is a common myth,
Yes.
I must say.
Exactly, it is a very
but
big myth.
We had a good discussion in our family,
All right.
me, my husband and my son.
Uh-huh.
And we were worried about this point. But then it is without guidance, if you are
Correct.
doing something, that
Yeah.
then it is harmful. When you know you are doing it right, you are not going to harm yourself. And right place is also very important. With right guidance, right place, you can achieve your goals. And that is, health is your goal. And again, the genetic factor is also there.
Correct.
If your genes are having a thing that you are going to have an average height, you are going to have a tall,
Exactly, yeah.
then it will have effect on your child as well. So you don't have to worry about that. You just have to have the concern that your child is achieving the health goal what you are planning for him.
This is a very funny thing that I've heard. One of my staff was telling me that they believe throughout their life that because they didn't drink Complan,
No,
they didn't
they
grow tall.
Yeah.
So what the audience should know is your height is only
Depends
decided by
on
your genes.
Genes, yes,
Everything else
yes.
is irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you start lifting at a young age, be careful. You don't have to go and lift heavy weights.
Heavy weights is not for kids until they achieve 18th of their age.
Correct.
And body weight training is the best part to do. And I hope that this gym is actually having very good plans for the kids.
Correct. So stick to light weights, body weights,
Yes.
and eat right.
Yes, eating right is the key to
Perfect.
success.
So parents are also worried that weight training will harm the joints of their kids. So what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, if they don't do, then also they are going to get it harmed.
So can you tell us?
Yes, because I had this experience when he was playing. So you need to be yourself stronger first, and that your bones first. And if they are weak and your muscles around them are not that much capable of holding the bones,
Correct.
you will get it dislocated, you will get it fractured.
Yeah.
So even the athletes, they get training first and then they
So
play
exactly,
the
a lot
sport.
of parents also think that weight training is only for athletes or someone who wants to get
No,
into, sports.
No, yes. The thing is that for sports you have to be fitter first. And the most important thing is that bones are going to grow. There is no lock and key system that you lock the bones and they get stunted.
Yeah.
The more you use them, the calcium is absorbed. Okay. And only thing is that you have to see that the calcium is being provided in absolute quantity.
Correct. So that's through your
protein
diet,
is being
right? Yeah,
provided.
yeah.
So if you are not giving fuel to the bones and you are thinking that they are not growing, and that is because the gym,
Correct.
that is not right.
So one point there also is parents are not that concerned about their kids' diets.
Diets, yes.
You know, there are the
Yes.
reason everyone is becoming obese
And
these
diets
days.
only are not for kids. You should follow also yourself.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, kids also find working out a little boring. You know, they think
Yes,
like, oh, I
yes.
want to play a sport or something like that. But gym they find boring.
Yes.
So, how did you make sure that your son, you know, wants to go to the gym?
That's a story because I always think what you preach and that you should yourself do
Should
that.
practice it.
Yes, and practicing is something that your kid is watching. That my mom or my father is doing this.
Correct.
And they are not telling me just for telling.
So, how did you do that?
I myself joined the gym with him. I took the membership.
Okay.
And nowadays he's telling me, Mama, 5 minutes we are getting late.
Oh, so now he's the one who's
So
pushing
he's
you.
dragging me to the gym, and you have to come by 5. We are going. So
Perfect.
he's,
So, how did you make it
interested
interesting for him?
now. We compete a lot.
Oh, you
so we
compete-
do
oh.
planks together.
Oh.
So how much you are getting? You are getting 1 minute. I'm getting 1.5, 1.10. How much you are? So that way, what you are doing today? Are you doing core? Are you getting your which muscle is today?
Correct.
So that we discuss, and that is very enjoyment part of
I think that's a really nice secret because, you know, if other people
Yeah.
do this, even their kids will start working
Yeah,
out.
because kids like competitive environment as well.
They like any kind of
Yeah,
game, right?
yeah.
But I feel like it's the responsibility of the parent to make sure that the kid starts taking their health more
Yes,
seriously.
definitely.
Because the kid is actually, it's not in his hands to
Yes.
do anything.
And accompanying your kid with your kid, if you go to the gym, he is also in a protective atmosphere. He is
Correct.
feeling that I'm not alone over here because my kid always had this hesitation that all the people, they are elder to me, what they will think
Exactly.
about me, I will not tell anybody. But now he is proud that he has joined and
Oh.
he's working for himself.
Okay.
And everybody is like him, like-minded people at same place.
Correct. So he's probably going to be an inspiration to other kids who are 13 and 14.
I hope so that everybody is vigilant about all these things.
But how important it is, can you tell everyone that, you know, at a young age, inculcate these habits so that in the
Yes.
future, their life is amazing.
Because discipline is something you will not get in one day. You have to inculcate at a right age. Because 10th, 11th, 12th, they will be told to sit at 7 hours stretch, 8 hours stretch
Yeah.
of studies. But at that moment also, you should think that 1 hour, I'll just get my gym done. And I'm healthy by mind and by my body.
But
as
that's
well.
not going to happen suddenly one day, right?
Yeah, in one day they are not going to, because this is a habit. If you are having a habit ki morning I am getting up at 7.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, you will get up at 7. So same thing happens with gym.
So right from a young age, if the parents are, you know, telling the kids you need to eat healthy, you need to go and do some kind of
Yes,
physical activity,
and just not telling them, making
Doing
it
it.
a part of their life.
and doing it with them like you're doing it,
Yes.
doing it with them sometimes.
Yes.
That will make sure that even when they are say 20 and they are
Yes.
working or they are, you know, studying, they still
Because
make.
many of them, the parents say, "Arey, ye maine bahut kar liya. I have done this when I was young." But you are young with your kid as well.
Correct. But you are your kid's first hero.
Yes.
You know, if you're fit and you're always working out and
If
eating
you-
right,
you tell
he's
him.
going to copy you and he'll be healthy forever.
Yes.
Right?
You tell him and you just sit and watch TV at home.
I don't think that'll work.
That will not
Eventually
work.
he'll follow you and he'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, I also can go home, eat
Let's
junk food. and
let's
just,
watch TV together.
Yeah,
then. So then watching 1 hour TV, better to go into gym 1 hour with your kids.
Correct. Kids would want to do things together.
Yes.
So you could either watch 1 hour of TV or you
Or
could go to the gym together.
The
choice.
best.
So, doctor, what advice would you give parents who are going through something similar, you know?
Yeah, the best advice I may give is that please don't give much weightage to this myths that kids should only play on the ground, kids don't require any weight training or don't require any kind of gym. But it is not gymming, it is just for their development, which is not, you are achieving not on the ground. Okay. And then it is their confidence level also drops due to gaining weight.
Yeah.
So if you are not achieving it on the ground, please try and get some training also and their height is not going to get stunted because
Affected
of that.
at all.
That is altogether genetic. And if you are getting right training with right diet, it is not going to harm you at all. So 3 things you have to keep in mind, that height is genetic, diet is also important part of training, and good guidance is not going to harm your kid anyhow. So important 3 points.
So would you say that it is completely transforming your kid's life? This one
Yes.
decision of starting working out and doing light weights is changing his life completely?
Yes, he is becoming more active. There is body to mind coordination improvement, and he is more attentive in all his activities.
All right. So thank you so much, doctor, for giving us your time. And I hope people watch this and more kids start taking their health seriously.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.